CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. It's a CMC. The land of liberty, the line of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
CMC, the time has come for us to hold together. Yes, my name is Dr. Francianne Chenoweth Richardson. I am the global chair for CMC. My main vision is to support this political party, the CMC, in effectively and expediently transforming Liberia. The two words that I like to use is to say effectively and expediently transforming Liberia. Today, I'm joined by the USA and Canada chair, excuse me, Miss Victoria Sendolo Zulu, and we have others, CNCmers joining us today. You will see them as they appear. This platform, Liberia's Insight, is where we're going to discuss deep issues relating to the social, economic, and political situations in Liberia as they come. You know, our country, it has a lot of drama, and every day there's something new to speak about. But more especially, we are here to promote and discuss ways in which the CMC can make Liberia a better place for all, for everybody. This is a new day in Liberia right now because the CMC is part of the makeup of political parties, and we are not doing things the way that you're accustomed to do it. So we ask you to join us, and our audience out there, join us, share the show. And if you just got home or in the middle of, your shift tonight, working, I know it's late in Liberia, we ask you to share the show and join the show. I want to turn my attention now to Miss Victoria Sendolo Zulu as I bring in our newest appointed member of CMC. She is the vice chairperson for administration. Yes, Miss Masa Dopu Greer. she's actually is the vice chairperson for administration on a global level. So thank you, Masa. Um, so I'm just going to ask you. Smith Toby is supposed to join us, and Mr. Nama is supposed to join us. I'm assuming that the link you guys were accessible to you. You didn't have any problem because sometimes we do have issues with the link. So maybe that's probably why they're coming on tonight. The agenda is the bridge, the bridge, the bridge. It sounds like that's what everyone's talking about in Liberia, and seriously, is part of the conversation. And then, of course, we'll come back. I had other things because there's other things in the newspaper. Like I was reading Front Page Africa. I don't know if you guys saw that, where it said that Liberians are increasingly stressed and worried, you know. And I wanted us to sort of throw that in there. And also I saw that there's a rise in sexual violence. It was in the Front Page Africa as well. Those are things that are affecting women, and also it affects men in our country. It's not only a woman's problem. So let me just turn my attention to you, Madam Victoria Sendolo Zulu, and you can tell us, how you feel, and then we'll go to anything that's on your mind. What's on your mind? And then we're going to go to Miss Masa Dopu Greer.
Thank you so much, Dad. Again, everyone, this is Victoria Sendolo Zulu. I'm so happy to be here again, back here. I wasn't on last Tuesday, but I'm here this Tuesday. And moving forward, I want to be on. I want to say thank you to those of you that are watching. I want you to please share and continue to watch. Let us discuss this together. This is issue concerning Liberia at large. I want to say thank you, and I want to say congratulations to our newly appointed global vice chairperson of administration.
That's a big title. That's a big title. That's
Yes.
a big title.
That's a big work too, and big money.
Yeah,
I
welcome.
was checking with that one.
Welcome on board, girl. Okay, sorry about that. So I see your name is Dopu. Last name, it's hyphenated. Dopu Greer.
Topo is my last name. Gria is my marriage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your name is hyphenated. So I'm being very careful because my last name is also hyphenated. Sendolo Zulu, and whenever people leave the Sendolo, I fight with them. When they leave the Zulu, I fight with them.
I told Dad when she did the first letter, I'm like, I'm married now, right?
I know. Yeah, so it's like the dad thing, we have to keep it going, and then the husband thing, we don't want to leave it. So it's crazy.
And then she still went and put Miss. She went and put Miss. I saw somebody beating her on Facebook. If she not married, why she put Miss? And this Musa, one of the commenters came and said, I think it was intentional.
No, actually.
Yes, and then the person was like, they need to pay attention to details.
No. Miss can be used for Mrs. and Miss.
Both with single S.
Yeah, what's common. Everybody goes
right. Yeah, Miss with single S.
So I don't, so I'm not even gonna. They can beat me up. It's
okay.
So
again, welcome on board, girl. I will promise you that you're gonna like it here. This is where we come. We vent here. We discuss. We talk. We brainstorm. It can get really enjoyable, and I hope you enjoy this. And everyone else, thank you again for watching. And well, I would say we're here to discuss. So I will just give our newly appointees or a term to say something to us. So that was my opening statement. Just welcome and congratulations to you, Masa.
Thank you, Victoria. Highly appreciate it.
Thank you.
And y'all let me know when let me see, because I'm using my phone for today until I get settled in. But back at you, Dad. Should I go ahead or?
Yes, I wanted you to come in and tell us what's on your mind. How you doing? Miss Mas Dopu Greer is also a new mom. How's the baby? A cutie baby.
That's a congratulations.
Yes, I want you to tell us too.
Yes. So when
Nice.
you see my eyes red, it means that I've been drinking. It just means that I'm having sleepless nights.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Can I
And
share?
with,
Can I share something?
yes.
So she texts me. This is the second time that she's been texting me like 2 o'clock in the morning. And usually, I don't sleep. Let me just tell you guys, I'm in between. And so I'll see, and then so luckily she explained that I'm texting you because this is big mama call, baby call. So that's why I'm awake.
I
So
get it.
it's
I get it.
I know. We have this chat room. Every time she's up, let's just say, every time she's up doing the nights, I will go in the chat room and like, who is up here? We need to.
Yeah, that's your baby mama duty. I know.
And then we'll go back to sleep. But yeah,
yes,
so I'm on a baby
exactly.
time. I'm on a baby time. So don't
I get
think
it.
that, I've been drinking or anything.
No, honey.
I'm on this baby clock. And
I get
hopefully
it.
the clock will end soon because she's 4 months down. So we got 2 more months to go. I'm counting like hell.
Mm.
To go. But yeah, Dad, thank you so much. Thank you, Vitera. It's a great honor. It's a privilege for me to be part of the team. I'm one person who is very critical of where I am, like which side I take, because when I take something, it means that I'm putting in my all to it. I don't care who's talking, who's hating, who's upset. I really do care about me because it's really about my passion when I get into something. So as long as I'm passionate about it and I weigh the pros and cons, is this something that's going to benefit the larger population, especially in terms of politics, right? Or even our own lives, like the way we go about doing things, interacting with people. If it's something that's going to hurt somebody, obviously I'm not going to do it. So it's the same with politics. If I'm going to take a side and this side is against the people that I want to be respected, that I want to be treated with dignity and worth of a person, then I'm gonna support that side, and I'm gonna put my all into it. So I follow CMC. Yeah, sorry, still getting there. I'll
You
get
get
it.
it.
You will get it.
I will get it.
Mm-hmm.
I follow CMC for some time, and let me just tell you something. Me and Dad, we have had our moment. We have had a moment of disagreements. We have had a moment of agreement. And one thing people don't understand is the fact that things that I do on social media, it ends up, because I'm the kind of person who is really rough with politics. Let me just say, I do politics like the masculine way. So, and I'm a little bit softer when it comes to female because of that. I'm not a feminist, but I feel like, I shouldn't go hard on a female as I would usually do with a male.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
got that soft side of me when it comes to female, like discussing with female. I have that soft side of me in politics or just in anything I'm doing, because if you look at it, women, we have been victims of so many things. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So the best thing that we can do is to be able to support each other, even if we have our differences. Support
Mm-hmm.
each other and respect each other. So
Mm-hmm.
I do carry that with me. But when it comes to men, I'm not saying that we can't support men, we can respect men. But sometimes they want to have that, especially in our society, when you're having a conversation, they just really want to beat you to death. You know, they want to tell you something that will really break your bones that you would never want to come back. And that's where I develop. That's where I
We
really.
laugh because we know we experience it.
That's why I developed that tendency, like I don't know, that stubborn tendency where okay, you're gonna tell me the I don't know, the worst of things, and it's not gonna move me. Because the thing is, before I even got in touch with you, I already know who I am. So you cannot define me. You can define who I am. And that goes for a female too. You can't define me who I am. You can't tell me something that you think is gonna bother me. No, it's not gonna bother me. Before I interact with you, I already discover who I am. So that's the kind of mindset that I bring to our politics, and I don't take anything personal. Dr. Franchelle knows that, we have like our disagreements and everything, and sometimes she judges, she's like, Mas, the way I see you on social media in these politics is way different from just sitting with you.
Yep.
She
So
said it's
true.
way different, and
So
she's
true.
not she's not the only person, right? I'll tell you about this stuff. Because I work with the state. I supervise the state refugee program in the state of Delaware. So I do a lot of, like give a lot of contracts to state vendors and all those kind of stuff. So Jewish Family Services is one of our primary state vendors. So the staff there, all of them, they know me. Sometimes I go there, like go to monitoring site visit of the programs and all that kind of stuff. And then this one staff, she added me on TikTok. So when she saw me doing like little crazy things, I be doing with my kids sometimes, so I just want to go. She screamed. She told me, she said, Masa, should I share this with you? I said, yeah. She said, I was so happy when I saw you this on Facebook because this is not a Masa we see all the time.
Yes, definitely.
I'm like, Sophie, you are so crazy. She said, I swear I screamed when I saw you dancing, and then you saw you fall into Liberian politics and activity. She said, I felt so happy. I thought you don't have life outside of work. But yeah, so that's just me. I'm the kind of person, I want to work with people. I want us to achieve a goal if we have a goal set for us to achieve it. And I want to do it with respect. I want to do it with dignity, and I want to do it with confidentiality. It's a big part of what I do. I don't care how much upset I can be with Dr. Franchelle in a chat room or anybody. As long as chat room is confidential, it's personal, it's about our work, I'm never gonna share that outside. I don't care. It's just me. I'm not saying anybody should be like me, but it's just me because that's part of my career. By the way, I'm a licensed social worker. And so I also like see clients from the Delaware Guardians for Children and Families. I do have kids that I work with there, and then all kinds of different hustle I have going on in my life. So so I'm extremely busy, and then I have a full-time job with the state too. So and my life is extremely busy, but you will not even know that my life is busy because I'm just always happy. I'm just always active. I'm just always involved into so many other things until I tell you what I do before you will how you call it. But again, that's just a little bit of me. I'm excited as we go along. We'll get to know each other. I'm excited to be part of the team. I think Dr. Frashelle, when she approached me, this is how she said it, Tim. Let me just tell you guys, this is how she said it. She like, Mas, I know, we have had our moment of disagreements and agreement, but and don't feel like if you don't come to the CMC, I will still not love you or will not be friends. I'm just saying the way she said it, but
And
I
can I
really
also
want.
share? First, I want to welcome Mr. Toby, even though he just left. Even though, please come and join the girls' talk. Okay.
Right,
Uh,
right, right.
yeah, I would tell. So one thing Masa is comforting to me, and she said to me, I expected you to call, and I said, why? And she said, because this is your job, you global chair. You're supposed
Yes,
to be calling people,
yes,
not necessarily me. But so I said, okay, yeah. And then she said, so it's not like, there are some people out there when you call them, they, just have all these interesting things to say. But it was very welcoming when you said, well, you global chair, you're doing your job, so I expected this call from you. And
yeah,
of course, which really was good to know that you took your time to think about what I was telling you. And also, just like you, Victoria, Masa took this thing to her husband.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. She said,
Yeah.
I have to inform my husband, call me back or whatever. And I said, okay, well, this been going on for almost 3-4 weeks now. If I can put my hands around it. But yes, so we want to just welcome you, wholeheartedly welcome you to CMC.
Yeah.
You'll find that we work together. We are a big family here. We extend around the world. And you'll be helping me definitely along with Victoria. I think I talked to Victoria last night. I talked to her almost every night, and she can be so embarrassed sometimes. I think you should call me late last night. Yes, sorrow. I have to call. She apologized to my husband who was already dead or something like that. I was like, I don't even know why she's apologizing, but yes. So we extend around the world. And our aim, objective is to make sure that we grow CMC. We let people know the good news of CMC, that we're trying to change the trajectory of how politics is done in Liberia. And we all know, we all Liberians here, we all know what has happened in the past, that majority of the population have not benefited from the resources uh, of Liberia. They just have not. And I will be honest here, okay? A certain group of people have, over the years, just enjoy. And Mr. Toby, can you mute yourself?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm good.
Can you mute yourself?
I'm not muted or except you're not hearing me.
No, I said,
No,
can
we
you
can hear
mute
you.
yourself because we're having feedback from you.
Show from me.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. And so it's just the fact that our country is rich. But for over 170 something years, a few have benefited from the resources of our country. And sometimes people don't like for us to say it, but that is the country we have. And in order for us to be authentic and true to who we are and to promote the objective of CMC, we're going to speak that.
Yeah.
So this is what we're trying to do in terms of sharing, making sure that everybody become a part of Liberia and do it in a way that we're not excluding people because of your ethnicity or because of your religion, because of your gender, or because of who knows you. We're not going to do that. The goal will have made other countries um, uh, better in some respect is because of the inclusivity. They include people and they make sure that people have opportunities.
Yeah.
We just asking, my family in Liberia today. By the way, I heard by my group of women. I have some women who really support me in I don't want to call it county, in a small county in Liberia. And it was just good to hear from them. But we just want to give them the opportunity, or give their children the opportunity, to be able to succeed
And
in life.
just to add up to that, when I was ready in that decision state of mind, like sometimes I will post about CMC and just joking. I'm like, oh, Mr. Bennett eating show all of this, and stuff. And there are people that are gonna come in my impasse. Mas, please don't tell me say you part of CMC, but then you have not even approached me yet on the whole
Mhm,
CMC thing.
mhm,
Please don't join CMC. So I'm like, why should I join CMC? Oh, Benedict can be president. He's not ready to be president yet. We'll get made. And I'm just gonna share this. I'm not
yes,
trying.
yes, please
I'm not
do.
trying to put
Please
Girl,
do.
anybody.
it's obvious. We are
I'm
we
not
all
trying
know
to
that
put
person.
anybody privacy out there because,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I believe in that. But I just want to speak to the fact that this idea of religion, this idea of tribe, and those kind of stuff, in our society is so terrible. It's so ridiculous.
Mhm,
To the point that when we just continue to do these things, we are really going to miss out on opportunities. We are really going to miss out on the smartest amongst us.
mhm,
And like even my kids, yeah, with the whole race thing, I don't see sometimes if I even make mistake and ask them, who is this friend? Is this friend black or white? They're gonna they're already gonna question me. They're gonna boss me. What do you mean by black and white? And what's wrong with somebody being black or being white? And those kind of stuff. And that's the same kind of stuff we see in our society today when it comes to religion, when it comes to travel thing and stuff. And I know people, you would see me today and say, okay, you would just assume that I grew up in a strict Christian home, you know. And I would tell you, no, I did not. Like my father was a Jehovah Witness. And imagine my father being married to a Muslim woman, a Muslim woman. Like he traveled to Kidman County and married her. Being together, they passed away, until they passed away. So, but it's
Wow.
not a day. Yes. And that's what I tell people. I said, it's not a day that I heard my parents, like growing up, I heard my parents, arguing, making confusion in the home. I said, it's not a day that I heard them doing that. And I never even knew that this was part of my dad's life, because every time you see my dad or global man, every time you see him, you would think that he's a fireman because of the way he was so involved. You would think that he's a Muslim man, he's not a Jehovah Witness, because the way he supported his wife and the way my mother supported him. In fact, he supported her more than she did. You understand? He was way involved into her religion, into her tribal line than she was. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how you guys are married. One person gonna love the other person more than the other person, whether it's the female or the male. You understand what I'm saying? So this idea of tribal thing, we're just gonna miss out on so many potentials that we have in our society, who we think supposed to even move our society forward. We're gonna miss out on them. You
Yeah.
understand? And one of the things that makes it even more easier for me to want to accept to be part of the CNC is this mindset that Honorable Benedict has. For sure, you follow me when I was running for the
Yes.
representative position. I
Yes.
was not the kind of person, I was the only candidate in that district who went from place to place. And I was in the west of swamps, the
Yes.
west water, the bridges that almost falling down on you. Those were the places that you found me. But then there were people who were, I mean, everybody that contested that race, they were just so relaxed because they do not know the importance of people center. They do not know the importance of meeting the people where they are and
Yes.
interacting with them and empowering them. And
Yes.
that's the spirit. That's the thing that I've seen with Honorable Benedict since I've been following the CMC. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we all have our flaws. We all have, I mean, nobody is perfect. We all have our shortcomings and everything. But does that deter us from being a good leader?
No.
Does that deter us from impacting lives and improving the living condition of our people and then developing our country?
No.
No, I said no to that. And that brings me to the idea of the bridge. I know that said that,
Yes.
was trendy.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Miss Nopu, can you just hang on a second with that? Let me just take this time to just welcome our audience. They like to participate in the show. And then I wanted Mr. Toby to come on to give us this whole kind of interesting issue. Why you want your girls talking so you just going it back and then
he
we'll finish
doesn't
talking
he
and try to
doesn't
move
want to
on.
be the only male.
Yeah. Oh, but we used to end sometimes on the show that we're the only women, so we're the only woman. So, but let me say hi to Bobby Z Gear, Bobby and Z Gear. He's watching from Second Pier Civilized Community. Okay, you go, boy. Fatumata Sheik, Momodu Katamba is watching from Cartwell, District number 11. Bro, just say Kawe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I also want to say Lawrence Sasko Kamanda is also watching from his little corner. All right. And Augustine MB Kawa is congratulating you, Sis Mas Dopu, on your appointment. Come and serve with diligent. Um, I want to say Ansu Seku Talent is also here. D. Humphrey Jacob is following. Daniel Z. Bulika. Our leaders, good evening, and I'm religiously following from here. Thank you for following. And Junior Sally is also here. He's watching from Lofa County, Calhoun District. And Musa Fen- Fadiana is also watching. Hello, CMC leader. He's also always here. Musa, we just want to tell you thank you for joining us. And I know you guys are sharing the show. Um, who's here? Augustine BMB Kawa is also here watching from Dupo Road, Painesville City. Dijek Vibe is also watching from New Matadi, Monroeville, Liberia. I am an upcoming rap DJ. Good, great news. I wish you success in that career, sir. Um, Emmanuel Nakula Mafela is watching from Banga, Bung County. Sarah Tule is also watching. Sarah, welcome. Louis Juti Panga Pana, sorry. Louis Juti Pana is CMC Youth Chair in Grand Jude. Yes, thank you for joining us. Mandy Secretary is also in Painesville City. And
I
I
think I
also,
need to connect her with my husband.
who? Oh, the Louis?
Yeah, the youth chairman in Grand Jude.
Please do. Yes, do that. Um, I also want to say that Mr. J. Victor Nambe, the Secretary General for Global, just joined us, and he's here with us tonight. So, Mr. Maxwell Smith Toby don't have to feel like unbalanced too much when we're
Yeah.
using because Mr. Toby was kind of in and out a little bit. So, guys, I want to just tell you guys for joining us, both the panelists and the audience, and I want to tell the audience to please share the show, and you panelists, just go ahead and share the show too in the different chat rooms if you have not done that, or with your group of friends and people, your network. I want to just turn our attention now to Mr. Toby. Just what's on your mind? Let me get Mr. Victor Nami also to speak what's on his mind, and then I want to go to you, Mr. Toby, because you're in Liberia. And all day today we've been hearing about the bridge. All day today we've been hearing about this bridge business. So Jack, tell us, they're back and forth. Their person said this, that person said that, blah 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 blah. Let's talk it today on our own show here, okay? Let's talk it. So Mr. Smith, Toby, just tell us first what's on your mind, and then I want to briefly go to Mr. J. Victor Nagwe, and then come back to you so you can give us the update on the bridge.
Well, again, let me say good day to the entire team, and let me welcome. Is that Massa or Mas? How do we call you?
Massa, Mass.
Okay,
Or it's
so
Massa. It's Massa. I just call it short.
okay, so Massa, would like to say welcome. It's good to see you. We heard about the appointment on yesterday. Congratulations on your preferment. Thanks for accepting, and thanks for joining the CMC family. We are happy to have you join us. This is a family, and it is a teamwork. We hope that your stay will bring added addition and value to what we do here on this platform and in the workspace of promoting the CMC. Again, greetings to my dear friend and brother, Mr. Nangbe. Vic, it's good to see you. You had some time off with the family yesterday.
Yeah.
It's good to see you back here on today. And Dad, like you rightly said, it's been a very busy day back home in Liberia. The conversation seemed to not be ending. Every other day is a new twist in the conversation around the bridge, new development. But like you rightly said, as we proceed tonight, you will know that we haven't ended the conversation. They seem to be unfolding by the minute. Following the Minister of Public Works appearance today at the National Legislature, specifically at the House of Representatives, there are new development following that. We will talk about it briefly because we've been cautioned not to proceed further with some of the detail that we are aware of, awaiting tomorrow. with some very interesting development. But on the surface, yes, we can talk about what unfolded today. Today, again, we finally um, finalized the retreat for Liberia that is coming up this weekend. It's going to take place in Banga. And again, the same Bond County that we stay around the bridge conversation. So the CMC, the executive, will be going to Banga on Friday. They will be
Yeah,
there
yeah,
on
give me
Sunday.
send them way hard time. Oh.
They're going to pay him money in that place. They increase the
We
economy of
we
Bangladesh.
we
What's going to happen there?
we are going in the county to have our retreat, and we are very strategic in the way we are proceeding politically and the way we intend to allow the people understand our work. So Friday, the team would arrive in Banga. They will spend the night on Friday. We'll be there on Saturday. Then Sunday, we will return to Monrovia to start normal activities for the party. But there is a whole plan of action that we will be discussing during the retreat. Today, we finalized that conversation. The PL, again, was very happy to join us. One thing he said today that even brought tears in the eyes of some of those who were in that meeting at the budget uh, preparation for the Banga retreat was that, the way the people of Mangibi turned out, to welcome him in the solidarity march that was held a few days ago. I think he was equally surprised. There were challenges, like we said, moving to that. And the national cheerleader, Madam Alice Bissa, Binta Ability, and all of the women within the party stood very firm along with the PL, and to make sure that that parade became a success. And
Girl
in his,
power, women power.
in his appreciation to them today, there were tears in our room. The women burst in tears, and they were so emotional when the PL thought to, commend them for standing with him, especially when he thought that some of the things they wanted to make that parade successful were not forthcoming, even in the dying minute. But they decided to rally it around in their own weak way to make sure that the people of Mangibi turn out. And that spoke volume to the PL. He opened up his heart to them today, and there are plans on the way to make sure that we keep Mangibi very close to our heart with several programs and activities in the county moving forward. So, yes, the CMC seem to be ready. There's a lot of different plans on the way. We are closing the year gradually, but it's good that we are going for a retreat so that we can recalibrate some of the activities we've had, look back and see where we didn't do well and what are the issues we'll take into the new year, moving forward as a party. So, yes, the brief conversation will come after we listen to maybe Mr. Nabe on what is on his mind, and then we'll come to that conversation just for a few minutes.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Name,
Thank you
welcome
very much,
again.
Doc. Yes, thank you very much. And let me join you all in welcoming our new Vice Chair for Administration Global, Ms. Masa Dopogria. It's nice to have you. Welcome to the team. And thanks for joining us. Let me also welcome my USA Canada Chair. I haven't seen her in like forever, since last week.
Yeah.
You didn't
Gonna
see
wait
me
for us.
yesterday.
I know.
Yesterday.
I know, just yesterday, but it seemed like forever. But it's good to see you, Vicky. And Smitty, what's up, my man? So we're friends now on Facebook and everything. So I know all about you, you know all about me now. But it's good to be joining you all.
Interestingly, I'm not friends with Mr. Toby. I gotta go find him.
I said,
Oh,
he's not
ready?
you. But listen, Mr. Toby, as you said, apparently the whole country has been seized up in this whole bridge thing. I think I'm surprised the media is not calling it Bridge Gate yet, because usually by now they've been putting a name on it and all of that. But yeah, and it's funny because Montrose now, they get the news even faster than I do. By the time I went on Facebook, One of my friends was telling me the bridge now for 450 or that 1.3 million. I'm like, what? I said to him, look, we know your geo, you're like your fluff, you're like your Timu budget. That's what we're operating on.
One man team, huh?
What my Timu budget? So that your eating show budget. That's what we on here. We say we can build that bridge and we can build it with all your specs. Your bridge specs, we're still building for way under 1.3 million. As it will be out on the other day. But it's interesting. First of all, look, there's a lot of free press the CMC is getting, and we like it. Almost every media institution.
Yeah,
we're going to ride it for as long as we can.
Suck it up.
Exactly. So I heard the political leaders' response, and it's quite obvious what they're doing. They come and stop us, and then they run in the corner and cook the books. And then they say, y'all go ahead, but y'all do it for 1.3 million, or y'all will not do it. And we're saying, no, well, we can do it for less than 500,000. So now they know the bridge can be done. I'm sorry. Yeah, you wanted to come in?
No, just go ahead. I don't want you to lose your time.
Okay, so I'll put it down quickly. So we're telling them no. We believe the bridge can be done for under 500,000, and they're saying no. If you're not gonna pay for 1.3, then leave it. So now they want us to leave. They'll go and cook the books, come and build a bridge for under 250,000, which is already worth over 400,000, and pocket the rest of it. Classic GOL operation.
Yeah.
GOL
Okay,
around the world.
so let me come in now. I wanted to hear Mr. Nangbe take on it, and then we can now dive into the conversation that actually happened on today. But I think there's a mistake somewhere that is to be rectified between this night and tomorrow morning, according to our latest information following the Public Works Minister appearance today. Again, the PL have warned that we should allow the Ministry of Public Works to do what they have promised to communicate with the CMC effective tomorrow. Again, our hope still looks good. The figure that came out today seemed to have come from a project not requested by the CMC. There was something somewhere that didn't sound right. And we have been informed that has been noticed, and we've been briefly communicated to. We'll keep it as it is, waiting for the appropriate response. What happened today was a formality in the House of Representatives. Honorable Cole raised the issue, and again, like we've always said, this attempt to stop the CMC for building the bridge always seem to be met with some very serious obstacles. So it's becoming difficult to stop the CMC projects across the country, because even lawmakers at the House of Representatives were in support or are in support of allowing the CMC to build the bridge. Even though lawmakers who come from other counties that the CMC intend to take development are all now in support of the CMC quest to take development to the county. For example, we've just returned from Mangibi, the district that we broke ground for the school where Representative Clarence Guy hails from and represent, was one of those today pushing and supporting Mr. Bedete for the very first time in his legislative work. And that is all because, yes, the CMC has gone into their district, and people are now coming the way of the CMC. You wouldn't be surprised in the next few months or early part of next year, some of the incumbent lawmakers who have dismally performed in their respective district will see the CMC as their option, knowing that the CMC will be developing the district with the intent of putting candidates against them. So that was today some of the things that we noticed. And, some of the lawmakers who haven't been supporting Mr. Belete today stood up, with the CMC and Honorable Cole asking that body to allow the CMC carry out the development in Bond County. That figure of 1.2 or 1.3 that the minister talked about is being assumed that is another project document that was presented and not the Banga project document. So, but again, like I've said, we will not go into detail on that because what we are hearing, I think I've been hearing on our call on the Spoon Network tonight and briefly heard some other conversation that I've been privileged to that the ministry have promised to give us the appropriate cost. So that cost that is being argued seem to not be the actual cost. It's like we are in our own cost, like we've costed the bridge in terms of what our engineers have done, and that is going to give us a serious credit because people have doubted the ability of the engineers who did the estimate for the bridge, and it's like what we are expecting is going to be in the same figure, in the same amount as compared to what was being presented today. But we'll hold that to our chest until that final communication comes out tomorrow. So all is not lost. The PL did speak to the media today and said that, okay, if that is the case, the CMC will not do the bridge because it is not possible to do a single bridge for that amount that can do three bridges, you know, for for the single amount. So that amount can do three different bridges, at the cost of one bridge. And the fear is that people put the money in the budget, overprice the construction, and the only way they can get the money out of the budget is when it is there. They can now play out of the tricks around it and benefit from it, and that is at the disadvantage of the county that is expected to benefit. But again, we are hoping that what has been said beyond closed door will be finally actualized on tomorrow. So the CMC is still looking. If that communication fail to come out on tomorrow as promised, then of course there will be a definite position as to what next for the CMC with the bridge project. But we've been assured that there was some mistakes along the way, and we look forward to the Ministry of Public Works correcting that mistake, and it will give us the privilege based on what we expect to come out on tomorrow. But we are still hopeful that yes, the CMC will do the bridge. We are now off the discussion because there are too many players now in the conversation, not just people within the national legislature or the House of Representatives, but there are other actors now getting involved. So we are not off it yet.
Is it me or Mr. Toby just froze, right?
I think he
No,
did.
I think it froze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I I think he was ending his comment, anyways, relating to the bridge. But I wanted to say a couple of things, and then we can take our time discussing how we feel about what's going down in Liberia.
Dad,
First,
I want I wanted to I wanted
yes,
to add up to Mr. Nangwe as well as Mr. Toby on the bridge discussion if time.
yeah, yes, we all get our time in going around. But I just wanted to just highlight, and then like for me, it's gonna go to Vicky, and then it comes to you, and then Mr. Nagbe, and then hopefully Mr. Toby. So first, I just want to just say kudos to those women today who stood by the PL. Um, I tend to see the spirit of loyalty and hard work, determination in women. Men have this too, Mr. Nangwe, but but I historically have seen women show their loyalty. So I just want to say kudos to you guys. You didn't give up. You fighting for Liberia. At this moment, we are seeing and we saw how you fought for Margibi, even though, as I heard from Mr. Toby, that the necessary tools that you needed to carry on this fight didn't come in a timely fashion, but you stood by what was necessary. You stood by the people of Margibi, and you stood by the political leader. I also want to say, it's interesting, that lawmakers are now standing by CMC, and this is exactly how Liberia is supposed to run. You know, it shouldn't be about how your own personal feeling. The CMC is talking about building a bridge that will help students be able to go to school in a timely manner without being fearful of getting drowned in a river. The bridge is supposed to help women, you know, regardless of whatever illnesses that they're going through, perhaps in the women specifically because of pregnancy, they'll be able to have a smooth transition, whether they're going to go find a clinic or what. The bridge is supposed to help everyone in the community, bridge people together, bring people together, people who are separated. Like, I want to go visit. Why is she going to go visit my brother across the bridge be a problem, be a headache? Why should I be thinking, Echo, am I going to be able to get there? Because, this river in front of me, and we know that this river can be fixed. So I like the way how all of these lawmakers are standing for the Liberian people. They're not just standing for CMC. They are doing their jobs. Their job is to be able to, hang hands together and let's work for Liberian people as opposed to enriching our own pocket.
Right.
Something that Mr. Thomas said that I thought is interesting. $1.3 million to build a bridge that is not even as big as building a bridge over the Yah River. Are they serious? But and I will come back to that because I see this conversation about two things. The first is making sure, and we will be very gracious and will allow public work to do the work because that's what we are being asked to do. We understand, as I heard Mr. Toby say, they said that they made mistakes in terms of the numbers. So that's fine. We'll come back. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Uh, but
So let
I
me
know
just
that I'm
let
sorry.
me just let me just conclude it. The weather at our end tonight is terrible.
Okay.
And so yeah, so we'll have some glitch along the way. So
What,
yeah,
Mr. Tony, I was just gonna say that I see this bridge issue in two ways as we're
yeah,
discussing about in Liberia. One is with the government of Liberia Ministry of Public
public
Works
works.
and the money, and then I also see the Moi factor. Okay, the Moi factor.
Mhm.
He's the one who talking and carrying on and causing our PL to respond. And the letter to the PL wrote was directly to his claims of the PL using China Union money and blah 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 blah. So there's two different things that I see is happening. Two different things are happening here. So I just want to say that. But come on in, I'm done, and then we'll go to Miss Vicky, and then we'll go to Miss Dopu Greer, and then we'll go to Mr. Namwe.
Yeah, so just to wrap up on the on some of the issues I was raising, the irony about it is that we are building another bridge that connects Bond and Nima County, and that bridge, the the water width of that bridge is wider than the current space that we are about to build a bridge in Bond County. That bridge is going to cost the CMC somewhere around 800,000. That is even less than $1 million. And we are doing that out of bigger space, somewhere that is wider, and it's going to cost the CMC based on the estimate from our engineers something around 800,000 around that. And then a space that is less cannot be 1.2, no matter the specs or the technical work that will be done there. So we've done the costing of the bridge already, and it's been politicized. I think Senator Moy is just embarrassed the letter that he published today came after the Minister of Public Work appearance to show that, to give him credit that he wrote the Ministry of Public Works and, to give the CMC the clearance to do the breach. He talked about it. The letter was written on the 17th. It did not come out to the public today until somewhere around 3:30, 4 o'clock our time. That was way after the Minister of Public Works, has appeared and spoken about the process of the breach. So it tells all of us that he's been pushed hard by the citizens of the county, and out of the shame and trying to buy the sentiment, he want to push us back, to the wall, and working behind the scene to give us costs that will drive us away from the breach. But it is not realistic that the space that we are about to cover will cost us that much money than the space that is wider and bigger, that we are also about to work with or work in. So, everyone seems to have seen, the disparity, and he's now been pushed back into his corner. He had nothing to raise but to raise a $10 million claim that the PEO had no knowledge about. It is not possible to hold the PEO for a county development fund when there is an organization responsible to pay the county development fund. The PEO is a businessman. So his interaction with a business institution that owes you, and he's paying that business institution, they should be paying you, and not his responsibility to take another business institution liability. And there was nothing in that contract with China New York that says his ability had to pay Bond County X amount of dollars, because he was paying China New York, and they were to pay the Bond County people the county development and no benefit. So to a land that, due to the lack of oversight, and you want him to take the responsibility, that is not a factual thing to do. And I think the senator has fallen again, like we said. He's planning just anything to grab right now. It's becoming difficult. Honorable Cole has just revealed a lot of things tonight that he's fighting to clarify on the other network, because he's been linked to some dubious deeds, and he's going to take some time to clarify his involvement. So I just thought to share that with the platform tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go to you, Madam Vicky Santolo Zulu. And yeah, your thoughts on either subject. One is the $1.3 million that, although we can't talk about that, we will be gracious to the public works and let them do their job. But the issue is the more you factor in this, what he has said. Let me hear what you have to say. Anything you want to talk about, by the way?
First of all, I know you said that we should let public work do the work, but I'm all set to talk about it.
Go ahead.
What I would say is the whole entire issues about the breach is embarrassing. The government is embarrassing us in Liberia. They are taking the Liberian people for granted. I'm having somebody
feedback.
A feedback here from somebody.
Let me mute myself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think it's better now. Maz, can you mute yourself, please? I see. I'm sorry. Okay, good. I think now we're good. So I want to say it's embarrassing. And I think that they're using the Liberian people for trial and error. I think it's a form of survey. Because the first time it happens, they ask for an estimate. And everything that they asked for first in the first letter was not asked for in the second. And they were presented. And one thing the CMC have always done is give them the benefit of the doubt. Because I always say that if somebody accuses you of eating money, and you know you are not eating money, and they ask you for financial report, there's no doubt about presenting that report, because you know you're not eating money. Or when they say you're eating money and you know you're not eating money, they say, let me see if you're eating money, show them. But if you refuse to show them, then I mean you're eating money. That's been the storyline about the CMC and the government. Because I'm going to say government in general, because I know what is happening. They ask for everything, we give it to them. And for each time they ask, they come back with another request. I feel that it's try and error. They are doing this to see the Liberian people reaction. The first time it happened, they thought the Liberian people were going to clap for them and say, oh, yeah, good, Bility got it. But you know how many people, even right now, the lawmakers, including people that work with the government, ministries, you know how many people condemn the act of stopping that development? The Liberian people stood up for them that it wasn't a good idea. And when they noticed that, they went back on the drawing table, like they're about to go again, and said, oh, because they saw what happened, that a lot of people were against that they were doing something wrong, and they lied. They lied that this bridge project was on budget, and there was nothing on budget or budgeted. And then they went on the drawing board, they came back again, they said, oh yeah, we're going to have given a chance to build the bridge. The very last time we were on here, we discussed the bridge issues. I asked the PL, what do you think? What do you anticipate about the bridge building? Do you think it's something going to happen? He was very positive, as he always been. He said, yes, we're going to build a bridge. But guess what again? They told us that they were going to negotiate, there were going to be some sort of negotiation or compromise. They came back again with 1.3 million estimate, something that will sabotage the project from going on. And then now again, we are hearing that, oh, they're going to go back on the drawing board. There was this mistake. They didn't stop playing. Whatsoever the outcome may be, we will accept it, but I feel that they are playing. This one, the Liberian people are so angry about it. They don't like it because they know it's not fair. It's not. They are playing games. These people will not spend that money to build that bridge. The Liberian people knows. So they are doing something to hear from the Liberian people, to get feedback from the Liberian people. And then when they know it's not going their way, which I've been saying that they're running campaign actually against themselves, they're going to go back on the drawing table when they see the reaction of the Liberian people. They are playing. First of all, let's talk about bridge building. They think about building bridge. I feel like it's figurative. In other words, it's kind of like an iron that gave a meaning. It has so many different meanings. It's not only about building the physical bridge. There was a time that I shared on Facebook. I went to my county, Nimba, and I went to the border, the Guinea border, and I stood on the bridge and I took a picture and I shared it in the US. And I said, in my country, I didn't even say in my country, I said, where I hail from, we don't build wall. The big wall. We build bridge. Building bridge is just being interactive, join hands together. Is something that is equitable. It's something that has to do with equality. It's something that has to do with somebody that cannot reach somewhere, making them to reach there. It's something that has to do with transaction, interaction. Building bridge means a lot. It brings a lot of opportunity in society. And so it's so meaningful that when I see people play with it, it just so that I don't get it why people should play with that. If that bridge is built in Bon County, you guys already know how they help people. These people have come, give testimony, how people have died, how kids still got a shirt, the whole entire uniform tied on their head to swim, to go to school, how pregnant women need to go across for treatment. Everything has been illustrated and discussed. Why are they playing with it? For me, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat it. It's not going well. Whatsoever outcome we will accept it because we deserve it. But I think the people are playing with the Liberian people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well spoken, Ms. Santolo Zulu. We're going to go to Madam Masa Dopugria, and she's going to tell us her thoughts on this matter.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys presented the Liberian people case the right way. And for me personally, that I think this whole bridge thing is exciting. Is really exciting because and one thing I always told people, like sustainable, when we talk about sustainable development, it's not a bare on top.
Mhm.
It is an action verb, and that's what CMC stands for, action verb, and that's what the PL stands for. So just look at the history of this bridge. Is this really a new bridge that we are talking about? Was this bridge just discovered yesterday? This bridge has been in existence in the deplorable condition, the same condition it's in. It has been there for decades. I'm pretty sure, and I think Senator Moore can attest to that. And the very Bum County has produced a precedent, and that Bum County has also produced a vice president. So were they not aware of this bridge? So it took a progressive leader, a party, a political leader, party that is less than a year to discover a bridge in Bond County that supposed to benefit the citizen there, not just the citizen there, but whoever goes in and out. And says Vicky said, bridge connects people the same way with roads, the same way. That's why transportation is so very much important. And if you live in the Western world, you will see how connected we are, and you will see how freely people move about because of roads, because of bridges, because of transportation. So it took a political party that is less than a year, or even like say 6 months or 7 months, to discover the importance of a bridge in a county that has produced a president, that has produced a vice president. So I think this is really exciting for us. This is something that we have to celebrate, because it's like this bridge is on the radar of the Liberian government now. And now the people, they get to fight with the people, not with CMC. So everything, all of their responses to the PR is just out of frustration. It's just politics. You got to talk, especially when you are exposed. So you got to be able to defend yourself, and so that your people cannot see you to be this person. Of course, they know who you are, but this may, with a political party, took less, a political party that has been in existence less than a year to tell you, to tell the Liberian people, or to tell the people in that county and surroundings, that this bridge is important. This bridge, your children need this bridge for them to go to school, to go to school on time, to be on time. The cars that come in here, they need this bridge. Or the let's say the villagers or the farmers, they need this bridge. You understand? So I feel like I just want to, congratulate the PL, because this is the progressive movement that we are talking about. You got to be here, so you got to meet the people where they are. So Senator Moore and other, they could not discover this bridge for all those years, only because they don't know the importance of meeting the people where they are. They only want to sit in their offices and the people come to them, and that makes them happy. But here's a leader who knows the importance of going anywhere to meet the people where they are and be able to sit with them and ask them questions about the challenges, their barriers that they are faced with, and then come up with a solution. So if somebody is entering another county that you think that they are not part of, or they don't have jurisdiction over, and they are entering that county and then meeting with your, let's say, your constituents, and trying to assist them, I think you should be really excited about it. But everything in our society that is politics has been politicized. Everything in our society. So to the extent that we are forgetting the human part of our people, we are forgetting that our people come first, regardless of our politics. The welfare, the well-being of our people is above everything. So if our political leaders, if our government can really, develop or cultivate such mindset to understand that your service is for the people and not your politics or your political institution, trust me, they will all be in the field like our political leader engaging those people, making sure that they understand their welfare and be able to provide the services that they need. But you see, this is another thing again. During election time, a lot of them, they don't, you only see them, let's say 4 or 5 months to election, traveling to these places. And they only do it because they want to show up so the people can see them. But if you have prepared yourself ahead of time, like the way the PR is doing now, and I know a lot of people say, oh, election is still far. So must this man wait for election before he can travel to all these places and get to understand what is affecting these people? No, he cannot wait for election. If a serious candidate, look at the guy who won in New York. You think that guy just got out and say, I run for election and then I won? No. He travels the entire New York. He sat with the most vulnerable amongst us, and he was able to ask them. He's not doing it for them right away, but he asked them, what are some of the challenges that you guys have faced with here? And then when you are given the opportunity, you are doing work. You are actually doing the work. So the time now that you want to go back and get to know the challenges the people face with, not when you win election, it's before you win election. Because those are the causes, in fact, those are the things that motivate you to even want to contest the election, because you have sat with these people and you understood that you interacted with them and you understood their challenges, their barriers that they were faced with, and then you say, you know what, I'm motivated now to do this thing. That's how you get a good leader, a leader who is driven, who is people's oriented. That's how you produce a good leader. You don't produce a good leader during campaign time. No, way ahead of time. So I just want to commend the PL, that I'm a progressive person, and I'm also just like the elected New York mayor, some of the socialists, yeah, because people need fair share of these resources, regardless of how we say it. People need their fair share. So especially when you are representing these people, you are representing them because of those issues that you discover about them. So when you get there, you'll be able to give them their fair share. So I just want to say thank you to our political leader. He's doing a great job, and nobody is going to stop that, because now it's about they're the one now. They understand that there's a breach, and people live over there, and they need that bridge. Yep. So now the pressure is on them. So when you come up with a $1.4 million budget, guess what? Okay, and that's what I like the PL, saying, okay, we will not do it. Now, all eyes on the Liberian government to do it. Yes. Because you never knew about this bridge. Somebody discovered it, and they went, they did their own estimate, and they brought it to you. You said no, you want to turn it into politics. You come out with your own budget. Who's going to work with your budget? No, I'm not going to work with your budget. I already estimated. So you're not going to force me to work with your budget. You either work with my budget, or you use your budget to take care of the Liberian people. That's your job anyway, to take care of them.
That's right. Well, wait and see.
That's all I wanted to share.
Yes, well said, Madam Zulu and Madam Greer. Well said. Mr. Namwe, your thoughts on this whole bridge saga? Yeah, this bridge gate. I don't know what we should call it, bridge gate. Bridge gate. Moyu bridge gate. Bridge
gate. Well, thank you, Doc. And let me thank Ms. Greer as also Ms. Zulu. I think they made some very good points. I agree with Master. This is going to be a long haul, and we have this factor in. It's not by accident that we're starting this early, because we know we're new on the block. We need time to introduce ourselves for people to get to know us. So we calculate, unfortunately for them, they will have to keep chasing us around for a very long time. you know. And so we came in this early. We're not waiting for a year to the elections before we put our foot down. No, we want to get out there and introduce ourselves to the people, and that's what we intend to do. This is why we're starting this early. I agree with with Vicky. I think our guys on the other side are in a lot of trouble. They are in a lot of trouble. Look, let's look at the chronology of this whole, the bridge thing. We know that just for the groundbreaking ceremony alone, the superintendent won't have us break ground for this bridge. She tried, she didn't succeed. And then she went to the Ministry of Public Works to get her big brother. So he came and placed a stop order and asked us for our specs in our drawing. And we submitted everything. Well, he then set the drawing aside to say, you know what? We've been meaning to build that bridge ever since. We got money in the budget already. We're going to do it. So CMC, you'll leave the bridge alone. Well, it turns out the 2025 budget is almost over. There is no money in it. And now they're telling us the draft budget might have some money in it, And so we say, okay, so then we're going to go somewhere else. And now they come back and tell us, well, okay, y'all can go ahead, but you got to pay $1.3 million. And we say, no, that's not what this is worth. This is worth far less than this. And now, I know Mr. Toby is deferring to whatever is going to come out tomorrow. But it's evident now they say they made a mistake. Only because I believe the political leader sounded the warning that he's not going to have it. He's not giving no $1.3 million for a bridge that we know very well could cost less than $500,000. And now, they made a mistake. They probably brought out the wrong paperwork. Okay. So look, I see people writing all on Facebook now. CMC, your please come to Grand Crew. Your please come to Sano. Your please come to Grand Yida. Your please come to look. Because even if they stop y'all, now they will have to come and do what they should have done anyway. Yeah. So we will smoke them. We will bring them out. I'm feeling really good about where we are, and I think it's a win-win for our people. We highlight, a need that our people are feeling distressed about, and they come in and they say we should leave it. Okay, well we can leave it, but then you guys got to do it, and you got to stay and take care of it. And so either way, I think they are on the hook here, and I think it's really, really is hurting them. It's really bothering them because now and they keep picking up trouble for themselves. And if they're smart, which I thought this was about when I saw the capitulation of the century, Moi writing that letter, which some of his people were saying is fake, but how is it fake? I mean, he's writing that letter. Finally, he wants us to build a bridge. Not only that, he's identifying additional bridges he wants. Can you imagine these people? And so
it took one man to discover one bridge, and now all the bridges are coming out.
Thank you. And so this bridge thing is such a fast moving target, and when you blink, you miss because
I'm telling you, I got blinked again.
You blink, you miss because every hour there's something new happening.
That's so true.
You lead the bridge. Now he's coming back and saying, okay, y'all better be fine. Look, I beg y'all to do that. And
so what is he gonna do? I mean, if you want to give CMC all of the bridges out there, what's your job? Just give them a seat.
But that is what that is what
I wish Mr. Toby was here so I can ask him to make sure that he takes his drone to Port County where they're going to find out what Moi has been doing in Port County.
Well, maybe the drone has to be cleared by Minister of Post and Telecom before it flies to you.
They should tell us all of what make a model of the drone before it can enter Port County, right?
Yes.
Man,
it's interesting.
CMC.
The honor door.
Yes. The other toy is making it talk that Mr. Victor now making say we're smoking them.
But that this is how it just like in the civilized world, like places like the US, this is how people demand for change and they become the disruptor. Yes. And that's exactly what the PR is doing. He's the disruptor in all this. I'm going to walk to your district. I'm going to walk to your county. And I'm going to do my assessment or need assessment. And I'm going to help the people. And then when you want to stand in front of it, then the people go against you. Because
That's right.
who's supposed to deprive the people of development? Who's supposed to deprive them? You,
Yeah.
the representative, you, the senator, you supposed to be making sure that your district and your people have these things. But
Yep.
you are not doing your job. And somebody goes in and want to help and you want to deprive them and the people of the help that they deserve that you refuse to do. So the people are gonna rise against you. And that's exactly I think this is the path that the PL has to be on until 2029. We get to know the real doers, the wicked people in our society, and how we can take them from government.
Yeah.
I think it's a loose, and
So,
you're right,
Vicky wanted to
Pastor.
say something. I think,
Yeah,
Mr.
go ahead.
Norman.
Go ahead.
Go
Sorry, go
ahead,
ahead.
Vicky. I heard
No,
you.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna add to what she was saying. Like, who does that? So the PR is coming on board and then actually putting them to work, and they've been fighting so hard. Like, you cannot do this. We need this. It's just so bad that he
Yeah.
putting everything out. Like, they didn't know about the bridge. He brought a bridge business about, and he's not telling them that, oh, if I can build a bridge, that's okay, I will leave it. He's telling them, I'm going to build another one. I'm going to go to another place. If not bridge, school. Look at what happened in my Gibi. Was that bridge? That was a school. So,
Yeah.
and our Liberian people, please don't take them for granted. Don't sleep on them. The way
Yes.
these people believe in development this day,
Yeah. The eyes open.
this is the best step ever. This is the best measure. These people believe in so much development. This Liberian people believe in back or rest again, and I will vote for you.
A
They
t-shirt.
don't believe you give me money again. When they hear about development, they're so excited
Yeah.
because it's meaningful. It
It
helps
is.
a lot. So don't mess with Liberian people when it comes to development. And I think we are on the right track. Thank you. I just want to that.
So, Mr. Nama, I was going to add before you come in that, you know, I believe that a lot of the lawmakers, specifically Mr. Prince, he may be using the old formula where they can go and enrich themselves and give the people crumbs. You know, he doesn't believe in the whole issue that people are now on social media. You know, everybody's a journalist. Everybody know people's eyes are open. So you can't come and say, "Oh, I'm going to give you a bag of rice, a T-shirt, or I'm just going to sit in my office and let you come to me," as Mrs. Dupu Greer said. No, you got to go out there. And I like that name, Disruptor in Chief. That's what we'll call it, Disruptor in Chief. Yeah, come on, Mr. Nama.
Yeah.
Look, I was doing it, in some ways, I feel bad for Senator Moy because, unfortunately for him, he has Marvin Cole and Energizer Bunny. You understand me? No, people at Bodo County, you understand me? They could get away with it. Nobody talking about them, but Marvin Cole is on his tail. He's not going to let him rest.
That's right.
Tonight he's all over the place. And you heard the news scandal, $14 million now he has to explain. $14 million.
Hold on, I missed something. I blinked. What did you just say?
Tomorrow I will say $14 million that he and other people, Marvin Cole is alleged of taxes they wrote off from the same China Union that should have gone to bond. He had to call in to explain himself.
Wow.
And so
I heard it briefly on Spoon as I was kind of moving around today. And you're right. Mr. Marvin Cole, if you're listening, we need you on this show so you can come explain. Okay, please come here. I'm going to send you a text tonight.
Now you see, there's something called rope haul the bush. Yeah. Somebody haul the rope, then they rope haul the bush. Now you see it's coming out.
That used to be my
now they're gonna regret that. I wish I had left it.
Prince Moy is here
Yeah. So
check your balances.
Same Prince Moy want talk. Will bring out the money that he took from China Union.
And that when Marvin Cole now when talking, there was a check on display. I saw $1 million United States dollars that he said was written to the shell company that they all feed in, the Onalaga or the Moyo or other than. And they sent a check to Witherspoon and put it on the screen. $1 million United. So
Yeah, that's
He
right.
has a lot of explaining to do, and and this is that like Maza pointed out, it's a long haul. We are on there for the long haul. They are running out of breath,
Yeah.
and we are just getting started. They can't keep up. We will smoke them out of their holes, and then we will smoke them on the way going.
We're
You
gonna
know,
That's what
smoke
I.
them.
and you
That's what
know,
I said.
Yeah.
We
This
are
is
the
an
breeze.
exciting time. This
We
is
are
an
the breeze.
exciting
Who
time.
chairs the breeze?
Yes.
Good Lord, who
Yeah.
chairs the breeze?
Yeah. So this is news to me. So
yeah,
I came in late. I was working late. So tomorrow, perhaps we can get Honorable Marvin Cole here,
yeah,
and
yeah.
perhaps I can get further documentation so we can do a
Absolutely.
well tomorrow Wednesday. We're not here on Wednesday, but Thursday.
Thursday, Thursday.
Yes, we can get him prepared to come and explain to us. Because Honorable Marvin Cole was accusing our political leader in such an interesting way. I don't even know how to even make the connection.
So
He
no
was
way.
telling our political leader that he should bring all of the money that China Union pay him because he was doing a business deal with China Union. So he should take
That's
his
right.
dealing, his profit, or whatever he got from China Union, because China Union did not pay their corporate social responsibility money to Boncante, and he was kind of mumbo jumbling, putting that together
Yeah,
to say that Honorable Ability owes him money. I'm saying this man, he sat in the legislature for 13 years, and he said that with pride and dignity. 13 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
I keep on asking, and I will ask every one of them, what did you do for your people? This is the era that we're in. What did you do for your people in Boncante? As Madam Greer pointed out, that bridge didn't just fall out of the sky and say, "Yeah, I am here today." That bridge
Yeah.
had been there for umpteen years, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And today, you know, we see you just realizing that that bridge needed to be uh,
Yeah.
built for our people to have some kind of decent life. And then you got the nerve to say, "Oh, I got four more other bridges.
Yeah.
If Mr. Billy want to go, he can bridge this, he can build this, he can build." Are you kidding me, Honorable Prince Moy?
I mean, there's no shame. There's no shame because um, people don't have passion for what they are doing. It's
Yes.
just all about um, I want to get paid or I need the position. It's the title. If you look at a lot of them, it's really about the title and not the
Mhm,
job.
mhm,
And so they're gonna stay to these places, and then when they leave from there, you even ask them about their day-to-day activities, like just on a typical day. Tell me how your typical day looks like, and they're not gonna tell you because it's almost like I'm not in office, or I go to the office, I show face, and I leave. You cannot explain your typical day. But I can sit there if you wake me up from sleep and tell me, Masa, what do you do at your job? I'll go there. That's your typical day. But ask them. They will never tell you how their typical day looks like. The only thing they're probably going to do is to blame their constituents. The other constituent, the other group of people were to my office here. They were asking for money. The other people that, I mean, that's it.
mhm.
At the end of the day, you just lie on the people need. But guess what? If you are doing your job, you might not even see these people. They will
Yes.
not show up. Do we show up
Mhm,
here at offices? Do we?
mhm,
Some of us, we don't even know some of our elected officials here.
mhm.
We don't.
Yes. And to add to this, before Mr. Namwe comes in, you can say your routine and your typical day because you are working in the interest of the people.
Yeah.
Okay, it's because you are working to make somebody's life better. You are working to increase knowledge of policy. You are working to bring awareness, but you are not sitting there waiting for people to come to you,
Yeah.
in a Bichat syndrome, or you're not waiting, putting your nose up to people. I mean, I have to tell you guys today, like I told you, I started the show. My women they always pray for me, and they send me these interesting songs I like for them to sing. And and I was looking at how reduced they look since the last time I saw them,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it just reminded me how hard
It is.
Liberia it is for these women. And this is what we want our leaders to be doing. thinking about them, finding ways. If you say I'm not going to think about them, think about the lives of the children. How can you build better schools for them? How can you build better health care for them? How can you find a way so that they won't get drowned in the bridges that we're talking about, which is what our political leader is doing, or going to fix these roads to make them better? You know, I mean, how can one private citizen take money? He said that he said on one of the platforms, I worked hard, I earned my money, okay, and do this, and then the government who is responsible for doing this should come and tell us that, we have money in the budget, but we can't find the money, as Mr. Namu said, and we have looked all these budgets, that is last year budget and this year budget. We look there, we can't find fat.
You're
Okay,
lying.
yes,
Not
and
that.
then they telling us 1.3 million. Are you kidding me?
Not that. They said
Mm-hmm.
it. They said they put $50 million for bridges, but it's not that. Look, and I was listening to and that the invitation you sent to Josiah Marvin Cole. I hope he's listening. He should
Mm-hmm.
come in, and we will extend that invitation of Prince Moy as well. Never mind that we may be a
Of course.
CMC outfit. Yeah, let him come in and explain to. Because I like to know what is it that this man has done in the legislature for the 14 or so years he's been there. He Ways and Means chairman in the House. He's been a deputy speaker. Now he is Ways and Means chairman in the Senate. Well, what is it that he has done? I like him to come and explain to us and his people what is it he's done. We like to know. I think he owes us that explanation. He's been serving in our House of Laws. Let him come and explain to. So I hope he will come. But I was listening to the clip you mentioned last night, Dr. Richardson, about the interview that our colleague Mr. Toby did with this gentleman in Nimba, between Sengbing area there. And he was talking about this bridge on the Yar River. This man says he knew him from the 60s. The sorrowful story of how people got drowned. He said there was a big stake lying across the river, and they tied a rope on another tree. You pull that rope. Imagine that. And people were taking chances on that. Obviously, people fell in there. And then eventually they managed to build a raft or something. But the two towns were, a loggerheads over the maintenance and all of that. And eventually, I think the current president now gave them a ferry or something like that. And so, but he said when Musa Hassan Belete went there and told them, you know what, I will put a bridge over this river. He said they were like, get out of here. Because they had heard it so much from politicians.
Yeah.
And so he said, he goes to the bridge there and he still thinks it's a miracle, but the bridge is over the water. And that's what we're doing. That's what we want to do for Bond County. And that piece that Peter Smith made couldn't have been more timely, because other people in other parts are seeing this and they know, there was this talk yesterday at Senator Mui, he was trying to make a side comment, trying to be smart, talking about saw a little one truck of steel rod and something like that, implying that we didn't actually intend to build a bridge. We just went there to show boat and all of that. Well, then you go and explain that to the people who are enjoying that bridge over the Yar River,
Right.
and other parts. But this is not a joking matter, and I hope they're not underestimating the thing, because it will be to their own peril. They need to wake up and smell this thing. This is serious. They have to keep up with us. Catch us if we can. We are moving. If you can't let us clear Bone, we're moving. We're going to Basel. We're going to the southeast. We're ready to roll. And so, kudos to the CMC. Like many of us have said here, this is politics being done differently. We've never seen politics done this way. It's always been people coming and making promises. If you give it to me, this is what I would do. And then when they get it, most of the time they don't ever turn around. But we are saying to them, you know what? Hey, we'll show you a piece of what we can do. And together we will do much bigger things if you let us. And that's what we intend to do. CMC has promised to touch every county in this country with a major project before 2029. That's the promise we made to our people. That's our contract with Liberia. And that's what we intend to do. And so God help us. So all these other guys, they come out of the woodworks and they come to the station, they want to, throw whatever they want to share, they want to throw at us. Bring it on. Well, here now, he has to leave our whole bridge. He has to leave our bridge and go now and explain what happened to the poor $14 million? I'd like him to tell us what happened to it. I mean, Marvin Cole was naming names. He said, look what called him and said, my man, the people say they won't work with you with anything because they don't trust you. And so he named, he named names. And then there was pictorial evidence to back up what he was saying. He even got us to him and said he was skeptical. He said, look, your story checks out. This is the receipt of what happened. So, I'm hoping over the next coming days that the more will come out and clarify, because we're going to run with it. I mean, Single is already working. Single is already working.
The right way to
So we'll invite Senator Moy, if you're listening, listening to us, will you please come and give us a list of things that you've done. We know you've done things in one content. So we are inviting you to please come here and do that for us. And then secondly, tell us this whole business with the check that we are seeing. It is alleged that you received and you got check from Shell gas station or whatever. We just want to have a conversation with you.
That's what we want. Just a conversation.
We just want to know.
And then just come and tell us why no other person should go in the county to develop the county.
Yeah, that's another question. So we have a list of questions, and we'll welcome you wholeheartedly, okay, to this program, so you can speak to the Liberian people, because they deserve to know the answers to these questions that we're asking. And of course, Honorable Marvin Cole. Yesterday, Mr. Number said, when he said he got a 5 o'clock, somebody, what do you guys say? He got a 5 o'clock in the morning. The first
the man gets up Vicky to go and do an interview 5 o'clock in the morning. He's on the board radio station.
But that, like Mr. Margaret said, we're gonna talk this in our executive chat room. But I think, like, moving forward, we're gonna be more strategic. That's gonna create, by the time it hits the public and the peer appears, it's gonna create a lot of anxiety for them. And then the people are going to rise up against them. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do a lot of research, because now it's like the appearances of the PL is causing a lot of problem for them. And so we want to be more strategic on how the PL appears in those different identified project areas that will even make the crowd to come together, and cause more problem for them. So, but we'll talk that later.
Yes.
Because when somebody, how they get a parable, when they can sleep, they might not sleep. So we want to make sure that they are not sleeping when they deprive our people, our ordinary people, from sleeping. We want to make sure that they too are not sleeping.
Mm-hmm. That is what I mean quickly.
Can you hold on that, Figgy? Come, Figgy.
No, I just want to say, even with the project that we are done with, or the PA is done with, we can always go back there and gather some, testimony and ask the people and do a survey. How do you feel about it? How do they help them? All of that. We still have to do that. We are training right now. Come on, now. We're training. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Name. It's 8:08. We leave here at 8:30. So
thank you, Doc. I just wanted to quickly agree with what Marcia is saying, but I wanted to say I think the people they're not shy anymore. The people of Bapulu, when they went to Bapulu and stopped our project there, they made some attempts, to raise their voices, but they were kind of shy about it. Some of the as I listened to some of the interviews, some of the words they speak. But this time, the people of Bong have not been shy about speaking out. And I think the other people are watching them, because especially if we do succeed in reversing this stop order and building that bridge, I think the floodgate will be open. I think the other people will say, well, you know what? Okay, we know what this can do now. If they try to stop them, we'll not let them, and we'll make it clear. So the people of Bong, I think they're now becoming the bellwether for what is to happen around the country, and I think other people are paying attention. They're taking notice. Look. This is a difficult proposition for these people, and that's why we're laughing about it because they make it too easy for us. This is a lose-lose for them. You ask that question, Master. How can you stop progress? How can you stop development? What is it? What is the rationale that you're using to stop these people? What is it? That they're trying to build a bridge that you should have built 50 years ago, you didn't? So many people are dying all over the place. You're going to tell people they shouldn't build a bridge. What is your justification? They have to explain that. So they're making it too easy for us. We're not explaining nothing anymore. We just tell our people, okay, look, we think you guys should get a road here or a bridge here. We're ready to help if you want it. And they say, yes, we're ready. And then let the people come again and tell us, no, you can't do that here because you know what? Okay, first of all, it's raining. You gotta wait for the rainy season to stop. And wait for all the stars to align, and then before you can start the project. We're not gonna do that. We have built bridges. We have the best engineers in the country.
And then bring the public works to do their work when they should have done it a long time.
Thank you. And look at the first little outing they did here. They flopped. They 1.3 million. So we said no, and I have. Then they pull back. They're not serious. It's only they pull back. They say, "Oh, we made a mistake. We'll come back to fix it." And we knew it was fluffy. We always want to join There's a lot of fluff in there. We know that. And I would call it Timu budget. That's a Timu.
I like the fact that we can create the PR can create the anxiety in them to work. That's just that's why I say this is exciting because you have people who don't even care about their work. But now one man appears and now everybody wants to work. Everybody wants to tell the real people that they are working.
Yes. Yes, they want to join him. Go ahead, Vicky. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
And I know everything has time, but I wish they had started doing the other days of the government or administration that always left it on 1847. This is the biggest talking point. Since 1847, so actually they want to do this. Since 1847, so we just want to let the government know that it's not only them. Other people came and they didn't do it because it wasn't done 1847.
Right.
So why should it be 1847? So we had a real 1847. Things that were not done since 1847. The new 1847 is 2025, 2026, 2027, and moving forward. So we had
the 1847.
Disruptor ones.
Yes. So guys, let's move to closing. We'll see what's going to unfold tomorrow. Although we're not going to be here tomorrow, but I'm going to put the videotape of the people because we heard the people of Bond County actually complaining. I mean, I heard about 2 or 3 of them talking, pleading, to Honorable Musa to please come to the rescue. Speaking about rescue, who's rescuing who here? The rescue. Who's rescuing
people who talk over the rescue?
We need a rescue war with them. The rescue war is it's not relevant.
Right.
I'm sorry, I gotta say this. It just have to come out of me. You give a budget of $1.3 million, and nobody can tell us anything about FOIA. The FOIA presidential palace that is being built for $10 million, as we allegedly $10 million, as we heard. When you ask one group of government, we don't know. When you ask, they don't know. They didn't send a budget for a sample for environmental sample for that place there. Not public works.
It's the only project that public works cannot talk about.
Yeah,
they know about it.
They say for security reasons.
And because it's done by the government, we have the right to know.
Of course.
Yeah, they are denying all the right to know.
So maybe we should add Mr. Giddens to the list of invitees.
You're right. Let him please come and explain to us that error. I mean, there's a lot more 3 times the price.
Why we have to get an estimate for a small bridge, 1.3 million for a small bridge in less than 48 hours, but you can give us why the how you call it?
The presidential palace.
The presidential palace in FOIA. Who owns it? You can't even tell us. And you are the public works minister, though.
Yes.
You are able to give us an estimate, and you are able to appear at the Senate to explain about that small bridge. But you can't tell us about the one in Euphoria.
And you know, I'm not saying Smith to it, but people got drone now. I'm sure a drone will fly over.
I think we need to pick that up.
Some drone will fly over.
Yes, it's 8:14, guys. It's just been a fun show. I'll tell you guys. This is what we do. You know, we talked about trending issues in Liberia. We talk about ways in which that the Liberian government can be more accountable to its people. You know, told you about the mission of CMC, and our objective is to make sure that everyone in Liberia has an equal opportunity, even if you're going to be crossing a river, that you have an opportunity to cross that river. We talk about building bridges, and symbolically, Madame Zulu told us that it's not just about just the bridge; it's the figuratively. Let's look at the bridge, how it connects people. I want to also take this time. I see that Lasana K. Kamara got a comment out here. I'm going to read it, and also, you know, just welcome the rest of you that join us and tell you thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing our show. We invited a few people here tonight, so hopefully they will come. And the more they come, the more that all Liberians, all of us who are watching and on the panel will learn. Senator Prince Moyi claims regarding Honorable Musa abilities of the Bon County Social Corporate Fund are not only incoherent, his claims are not. This person, Lasana K. Kamara said this claim is incoherent completely. But yes, but also lack any legal basis. It is entirely unreasonable to attempt to link. That's what he did. You're right. What an excellent word to use. He linked honorability with China Union's failure to pay the social corporate fund. How in the world? 13 years ago, the man who have been in the House of Representatives for maybe a year or so. Especially when he has no involvement in that aspect. Honorability has fulfilled his contractual obligations by signing an agreement with China Union and ensuring that the payments were made as stipulated. Thank you so much for this comment. Let me go and also go back up and just congratulate everyone who was here. I think I stopped to Musa Van. Where is Musa? I stop at you, Musa. I'm trying to get my thing to go down. I'm stuck. My mouse is stuck here. Oh, Musa Vanduana, you said hello, CMC. Augustine MD Kawa says he's watching from Dupo Road, Pinsville. Dijek Vibe says he's watching from Atari Estate, Moroville, Liberia. And I saw Mendy Socrates, he's watching from Pinsville. Marvelous G Matthews is watching from Pinsville. So Clinic, Monica Bala, he said, good morning from my end. Jefferson Doe, he's following from Fulham, Sweden. We got Sweden in the house here. Black Travis Solo, Honorable Musa Billy, thank you so much, sir. Swasan Mitchell, he says, Ability is just another version of ABC. Okay, that's your opinion. Thank you for sharing. Flomo Getala is saying he's watching from Bunk County. Yes, we were talking about your county today. Swasan Mitchell, he's again talking about aligning ability and comings. Okay, thank you so much for your comment. Lasana K. Kamara, CMC family, good morning from my end. And Mr. Lewis Juti Pana said, is this upcoming retreat a national retreat or it's only for certain sector? I wish Mr. Toby was here. He would be the best person to answer that question for you because, he's in Liberia. Abubakar Kane from Nigeria. Pape, he's from Bon County. People do not want a political bridge from Musability that will last for only 3 to 5 years. Your opinion, we welcome all opinions here. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Governor Way said his two fairer women, Masa Dopu and Greer, and also Victoria and Zulu. He wants all the best to you guys, and he appreciates you guys. And then we have more comments from who is that? Mark Dowie. Uh, Abraham Booker says CMC political leader. Kamamo Saka. Abu Japata says CMC is the best political party in Liberia. Long life CMC. And Lasana Kamara said Masa, please come closer. And Lasana Kamara said kudos to Honorable Mamiko. He made a big political case for CMC tonight on Spoon Talk. Yes, he did. I didn't get to see it because I had just came from work. But and he said, I wish Dr. Richardson was there tonight. Fine presentation from him tonight. Kudos to CMC. That's why we invited him here. I want to make sure that I get to Mr. Toby to definitely encourage that. Kenneth Diaz General said we believe in Musa ability. And I think that's the end of our conversation here. We can move to closing now. It's 8:20. I'd like to start with you, Madam Greer.
Well.
Yes.
Please, guys, I know, just bear with me today. This is my first time I've been out of the spotlight for some time now, so I'm just coming back on the screen. So thank you, Dad, for inviting me over, and I'm so excited to be part of the CMC, and together we can be able to change our country for the better. I'm looking forward to working with everybody, both here, like just say globally. And so, to our audience everywhere, thank you. Thank you for listening. This is your trusted network. If you want to hear anything about CMC, this is the right place. This is where you're going to get the actual news. And you're also going to get it from our media team and also the CMC page. So don't listen to, the plenty talking out there, the distractions, I should say. Just focus on joining this team, and together all of us can improve the living condition of our people who have suffered for so many years. And I think 2025, this is the beginning of for them to enjoy what they deserve. And I think we have the best political leader who is in charge, and he does not need to be introduced. He knows exactly where the needs are, what our people deserve, and he's going for it. And I will tell you for sure, nobody gonna stop it, because at the end of the day, you just can't deprive the people from what they deserve. And this is the best man for the job, and we are going to be there to support him. We are going to push him, and all of us can do a collective place. So thank you for listening to us. We're going to be back here again, I believe, on Thursday, until I get used to the days, but I think it's Thursday. And we say good night from my end.
Thank you so much, Madam Vicky Zulu.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dad, again. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Once again, Masa, thank you so much for coming on board. Yeah, we really appreciate you. I would say, yeah, we needed you. Thank you for being here. And I say again, you're going to like it here. To everyone else, Mr. Nambe, I want to say thank you. I personally sent you a text to remind you, and you said you're going to be here shortly. And before I made up my mind, you're already here. So thank you so much for joining. Dad, man, I want to say thank you so much for conducting the whole entire show. Always, man, you on time. This topic, this discussion got me there. It just at the end of the show, every time I'm just so excited. When you're not talking about it, sometimes it's like, because you saw my opening statement, I was like, I don't know why they're doing this to all the very playing us, they're doing this. I was like, so sorry, but then we're talking about it as we talk about it, you guys starting, okay. I think we are winning. Yeah, I think things are happening, but we are still winning. So I want to say thank you so much. And to our audience, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Come again. Share the show. Always come. You are here. When you are here, you are on the tail lane. You are not on the exit lane. The tail lane is a focus lane. We keep going. And we're going to keep going, okay? You are on the tail lane. We have tried the left lane. We have tried the right lane. The middle lane is the right lane. Give it a try, and it's the best link. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Namwe.
Thank you very much, Doc. It's good being here again with you all. I really appreciate the time together. Let me join you all and welcome Ms. Grill. Thank you very much for joining the team. We're happy that you're part of us. And like Vicky said, we think you will like it here. I think I'm already feeling the energy. So welcome aboard. It is great to have you. Thank you to Doug and thank you, Vicky. It's been great. Let me thank Pete. I have to ask him. I think Peter Toby was his brother. Every time I want to call him Smith, I call him Peter Toby. So I got to ask him.
Peter Toby worked with PL as well in Lima.
Peter is the one. Okay, all
He
right.
passed away.
Yeah, he's the one. He was
a great guy. He was also a journalist.
In the back. Yeah, but anyway, thanks to Smith, for joining us. I know it's pretty late in Monrovia and all of that. I will leave with this, Doug. Musa Ability say he was a journalist before he became anything else, and so he writes, and I hear all the troll AI and all of that, but he does write. I mean, Samuel Jackson has indicated that Musa Ability writes is reaction rebuttal to the budget. He said it. He said Musa wrote pretty much everything he said. I'm saying this to lead me to the letter he put out tonight on the allegations by Senator Moe, and he took his time painstakingly explaining everything. Musa Ability is arrangement with China Union. Is a business arrangement. Mm-hmm. Businessman goes into business to make profit. Period. Period. And my man is a period. That's right.
Period.
With a T. That is why he went into business. Not only that, when China Union was failing in 2016, nobody wanted to sue them from Aminata order, and they needed $5 million. How much he invested to bring this thing back from underwater. Over the years, the government has made over $150 million. I wish Senator Moe would reflect on that for a moment. Yes. And so that letter, again, all of you listening, my colleagues, I will put it on my page. Go there and read it. He did a wonderful job. He explained, his involvement with China Union over the years and what has happened. And, all this talk about denying the people of Bong, the due benefit and all that. Below, here we are now. He has to explain $14 million. I can't wait to hear how he's going to explain it. How he's going to explain this, And so it's been wonderful being with you all, CMC all the way. I will do the best I can.
CMC!
Yeah, CMC. We're going to move this juggernaut, and it is growing day by day. Thank you all very much.
Yes. I just want to say thank you to the panelists. You guys, as much as I was tired today from working all day, you just made my day. You made the show very lively, very energetic. So I appreciate all that you do for CMC. And to the audience, I know this is an ungodly time to be talking to people in Liberia, but I want you to know that you have this opportunity to be here with us. And then, of course, the show is being recorded, so you definitely can watch it at your availability. Come back again. We're going to be telling you everything that's important in Liberia. As you see, we did a great job in just intertwining all of the issues that relate to Liberia. I really truly appreciate you, Mr. Name, because you just brought all of the issues. You came in and you talk about it as a matter of fact way, but it's a serious matter. It's a very, very serious matter. But so come back again. Everyone will be back here on Thursday, and I can't help but to also tell you guys that we are broadcasting almost around the country, in the entire country, with the exception of the Southeast region, which I heard Smith Toby tell us yesterday that he's on his way there to negotiate broadcasting our show in that part of the country. So right now, we are in the heart of Banga. We are in Margibi. We are in Liberia. We are in Nimba. And we are working our way up to the southeast.
You keep going by the Banga, right?
You're good at it.
Banga is training.
Yeah.
Good night. Good night,
Everybody,
Keith.
okay,
Good
let me
night.
find a way. We gotta go with our yeah. Let me just get. I can't even find my mouse here. Okay, I can't find my mouse with my people. It's so much stuck here. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can play this here. My mouse not even doing nothing for me.
So how do we leave?
Yeah, do you know that hold on. There's the
Oh,
audio button.
look.
Can you see it? I'm stuck. You know, Vicky, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm just stuck. I can't. My mouse not even going there. I don't even know why.
Wow. You
It says outro, and once you hit it, it will play. Okay, people, you're bear with us, yeah. Okay, let me do this again.
it's not allow you to go to the media asset.
I went to the media asset and it came up, but it's my mouse. Not, oh, my mouse is moving now. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Huh. But it's not playing.
Okay, let me stop. Maybe it'll play.
Yeah, try. Maybe it will play.
No, not for me.
Not playing for you either.
CMC for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up Liberia. CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up your hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
Sorry.
CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up your hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC.